This is IGCSE Mathematics Paper 4 and it is November 2017. The question is on algebra. In the part A, solve x over 7 is equal to 49. So here we have fractions on one side of the equation and the other side of the equation. If we write here, if we put 1 underneath this, so we have single fraction on both sides, so we do cross multiplication. So whenever we have one fraction on one side of the equation and one fraction on the other side of the equation, we use cross multiplication method. So let's multiply this 1 with this x, so it will be x, and multiply this 7 with 49. 49 times 7. Now by using calculator, 6, so it is 343 answer. B part, simplify. This is indices x power 0. Anything power 0 is 1. 100 power 0 is 1. 2 power 0 is 1. So this is equal to 1. So the answer is 1. Here this is again indices. So there is a multiplication sign between them. So when there is a multiplication sign between these two indices, so the base is same, we add the power, x power 10. The next one is again it is on indices, question on indices. Here the power outside of the bracket and the power inside, we multiply them. So remember, 3 power, there is a power 1 on 3. Okay, so we multiply 2 into 1, 3 power 2. Power inside and power outside, we multiply them. And x 6, and 6 into 2 is 12. X power minus 4. Okay, because we have to simplify them. So if the power is negative, bring it up. So this 3 power 2 is 9, x power 12. Because this is negative power, so we will bring it up, it will become positive, plus 4. Now 9, because there is a multiplication sign between them, so when there is a multiplication sign, so because base is same, add the powers. So 12 plus 4, 16. So it is 9x power 16. Now here C part, factorize. So first we have to see, is there anything common? Yes, 2 is common. Take the 2 common here. Always check, whenever you have to factorize, check first, is there anything common? So x square minus 9. Okay, now we have two terms and there is a negative sign between them. So this is 2 and this is x square, and this is square of 3. So when we have two squares and there's a negative sign between them, so cancel the power. So factorization is 2x minus 3 and x plus 3. So this is the factorization. Now we have a single fraction here, and we have to simplify this single fraction. So what we have to do, we have to factorize numerator as well as the denominator. So see this, there's a 2 common here, so 2x square minus 9, and here we will do split the middle term. So multiply this 30 with this 1 over here, so we have 30. So make the factor of 30, so that when we when we take the difference of those two factors, the answer should be 7, plus 7. So 1 times 30, 2 times 15 is 30, and 3 times 10 is 30. Is there any other number? 4, no, 5. 5 times 6 is 30. So these are the factors. So now check, if we subtract, we will get plus 7. So yes, this is the pair of factor. If we subtract 10 minus 3, it is 7. So now we have to see whether we should do 3 minus 10 or 10 minus 3. Okay, so it will give us minus 7 and it will give us plus 7. But we need plus 7 here. See, we need plus 7. So this is the right way to. So I will split the middle term, x square plus 10x minus 3x minus 30. Okay, now we have done the factorization of this numerator here in this part, in the first part. So it is 2x minus 3 x plus 3. Okay, and in the denominator we will pair these. From here x is common, so we have x plus 10. Here we have minus 3 common, so minus 3, it is x plus 10. Okay, now 2 into x minus 3 x plus 3. In the denominator we have x plus 10 common, and then we left x minus 3. Okay student, now this x minus 3 and x minus 3 cancel, so we have the simplified fraction, which is 2x plus 3 times over x plus 10. So this is our simplified fraction. It's IGCSE Mathematics, Paper 4, Variant 1, and it is November 2017. Here in this question we have to solve this equation. And if you look at this equation, here the power of x is 1. So this is a linear equation. To solve a linear equation, what we do, we bring x on one side. It is 11x, and when we bring this 3x, it will become minus 3x equal to, and we bring this constant on the other side, minus 7, and it is plus 15, it will become minus 15 over here, and this will give us minus 22, and here we have 9x. Now we will divide this. 9 is multiplying with x, so 22 over 9. And now 9 2s are 18, 4 over 9. So this answer is in the mixed number. So this is the final answer. The next we have to factorize. This is not equation. This is not equation because there is no equal sign. This is just expression. This is called quadratic expression. This is quadratic because the highest power of x is 2. Highest power is 2. When highest power is 2, this is quadratic. And as there is no equal sign, so it is not equation. So to factorize this quadratic expression, what we do here, the coefficient of x square is 1. So we multiply this constant with this 1. We have 22 then. And then we find the pair of factors of 22. So 1 times 22 is 22. Then 2 times 11 is 22. And then we can find any other. So these are the two pairs of factors. So we have to pick out of these two. So look at here, we have negative sign here. So we have to minus, so that after doing minus we should have plus 9. So this is the right pair of factor. So now we have to see either what we have to do, 2 minus 11 or 11 minus 2. So if we do 2 minus 11, it is minus 9, and 11 minus 2 is plus 9, and here we need plus 9. So this is the right pair, 11 minus 2. So the factorization is x square plus 11x minus 2x minus 22. Now from this pair, x is common, x plus 11, and from here minus 2 is common, x plus 11. Now x plus 11 both are common. X plus 11 is common. So once we take x plus 11 common, x left. And here minus 2 left. So this is the factorization. X plus 11, one factor, and the second is x minus 2. So we have done factorization. In the next question we have to solve, because this is equation. So now this is quadratic equation. Here, the left part of this quadratic equation is exactly same as we used in the last part. So this is a quadratic equation and we have to solve it, and we know that there are different methods to solve a quadratic equation. Right now we will use factorization method, because we have used factorization method in the last step in this part, and this left hand side is exactly same as we used in our last question. So okay, so the factors of this left hand sides are, we have, these are here, it is x plus 11 and x minus 2. So student, be careful, you have to look the last part as well. If the last part has some link with the present part, so please follow the same method. Otherwise you will have the correct answer, but you will spend longer time, which is not advisable, equal to 0. So whenever you have to solve quadratic equation, the one side must be 0. Here the right hand side is 0. So we will say, okay, here x plus 11 is equal to 0, or x minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay. So from the first part, if we bring 11 on the other side, it is minus 11. And from here, if we bring this minus 2 on the other side, it is x is equal to plus 2. So the solutions are minus 11 and plus 2. In this part, C part, we have to rearrange, so to make x the subject. We have to make x the subject. So right now y is the subject, y is alone. Now we have to make x the subject. But the problem is x is over in the denominator. It is in the denominator as well as in the numerator. So what we do here, we will cross multiply. So we will do cross multiply. So multiply this x with y. It will be xy equal to 2 into x minus a, and multiply this 2 inside the bracket, 2x minus 2a xy. Okay. Now xy is in this term and in this term, so bring both of them on one side, bring this over here. It will become xy minus 2x is equal to minus 2a. Now take x common. It is y minus 2 is equal to minus 2a. Now divide this on the other side. X is equal to minus 2a over y minus 2. Now here x is alone, so x is the subject. So here the answer is minus 2a over y minus 2. So this is our answer. Here x is the subject. In the next part, we have to simplify. Here we have fraction. This is algebraic fraction. We have to see. To do simplify, when we have a single fraction, algebraic fraction, what we have to do, we have to factorize numerator as well as the denominator. So in the numerator, you can see here, whenever you have to do factorization, the first step is check. You should check whether there is a common or not. So x is common. Here x is common. So let me take x common here. It is x minus 6. Okay. And here we can say there is, in the denominator, there is nothing is common. But you can observe this is square of x. Let me write like this. Square of x. And this is square of 6. So when we have a two squares and there is a negative sign, we use this identity, a square minus b square, which is equal to a minus b times a plus b. We use this identity. So what we do, squares cancel. So we have x minus 6 and x plus 6. So x minus 6 and x minus 6 is cancelled. What we left, x over x plus 6. So this is simplified fraction. So the answer is x over x plus 6. This is our answer. 3 marks. This is paper 4, variant 3. May-June 2017. Solve the simultaneous equations and you must show all your working. For simultaneous equation, we can use, there are two methods. Either we can use elimination or second is substitution. Right now I am using elimination method. In the elimination method, we have to eliminate either x or y. So how do we decide to eliminate which variable? So I'm interested to eliminate y. So to eliminate y, the signs must be different. Signs must be different. Okay. So here you can observe the sign of this y is plus and here it is negative. The signs are different here. So the first condition satisfied, signs must be different. And the second option is, second condition is that, so these coefficients must be same. It is 3 here, it is 5, the coefficients are different. They must be same. To make the coefficients same, what we do, here we have 5. So I will multiply this whole equation by 5. And here the coefficient is 3. So I will multiply the second one by 3. Now see what will happen. So from here, I will have 10x plus 15x, 15y and 55. And the second, from the second, I will have 3 3s are 9x minus 15y and minus 150. Okay. So now I will add both of them, subtract them or add them. So here you can observe, now we have plus 15 and minus 15. Signs are different and the coefficients have the 15, 15. So what will happen, this will cancel out. And from here, I have 9 plus 10 is 19 x, or here we have minus 95. So I will divide this 19 over on the other side, minus 95 over 19. And 95 over 19 is 5. So the sign is minus 5. So x is minus 5. Okay, so we got x now. So x is minus 5. So what I will do now, I will put this x minus 5 in any one equation, any one, whatever you like. So I will put this in the first one, I think. This first one, the first equation is 2x plus 3y is equal to 11. So I will put x minus 5, 2, I will put x minus 5, 3y is equal to 11. It is minus 10 plus 3y is equal to 11. And bring this minus 10 over here, it will become plus 10. So 3y is equal to 11 plus 10, which is 21, and this 3 will be here 21 over 3, which is 7. So y is 7. Therefore, the solution is x is minus 5 and y is 7. You can check this answer with the help of calculator at the end of the question. But you are supposed to show all these working. Otherwise, you will not get these 4 marks. You may get only 1 mark or 2 marks. Okay. And here we have another question. This is equation. And we have to convert this equation in this format. If you observe this format, this is basically identity a plus b whole square. Okay. So here we have two terms, 1, 2. When we open this identity, this square, it will become a square plus b square plus 2ab. And there is another identity, a minus b whole square, which is a square plus b square minus 2ab. Okay, student, we have to find what is the value over a here. Okay. First, observe these two identities. Okay. How we have converted these three into this form. This is called completing square form. So observe, this is square of what? This is square of a. And this is square of what? This is square of b. And here this is the combination of these two items, which is minus 2a and b. So when we convert these three into this form, what we do, we take these two, only square, we take only squares. And we remove the squares and we write like this, a and b, and we put whole square. Okay, and we have to observe what is the sign over here. What is the sign over here? It is negative, then it is negative. If it is positive, then it is positive. So this is how we can convert into completing square form. Okay, let me take one more example. Suppose here the second one, we have a square plus b square plus 2ab now. Now we have to complete this in a whole square form. So this is the square of a, I will write over here, and this is square of b, I will write over here, and then put whole square over here, and then we observe what is the sign over here, 2ab, it is plus, then I will put plus here. So this is how we can convert into whole square form. Okay. To complete in this whole square form, there must be two squares. It is a square and b. There must be two squares. But here we have one square, x square, but this is not a square. We have to find that. If the second square is not given, to find the second square, we always take the help from this. We take the help of this. It is 12x. And some people also call this middle term, and we always divide it by 2, always divide it by 2, and then we see what is the square of this. This is square of x. So understand? So we always divide middle term by 2, and next we also divide it by what is the square of this. This is square, this is x square. square of x. Now x cancel, 2 cancel, 6. So we have 6. It means the second square is 6 square. Second square is 6 square. So I will write it like this. X square minus 12x plus 6 square. Now these are three terms. If I convert these three into whole square form, I will take the help of this is square of x. I will write over here, and this is square of 6. I will write over here and put whole square, and the sign middle term has negative sign. I will put negative sign on it. So this is how we can convert this x square minus 12x, and here we have in place of a we have 6 square. So 6 square is basically 36, and I have converted this into whole square form, which is over here, x minus 6 whole square. Now if you compare this with this, in place of a there is 36, so a is 36, and in place of this plus b there is minus 6, so minus. So this is our final answer. In the next part, write as a single fraction, and also in simplest form. Right now we have two fractions. This is one line, so one fraction. This is second line, so we have two fractions. So to simplify, to convert them into a single fraction, the denominator must be same. Denominator must be same. So how to make the denominator must be same? So what we do here, this is the first fraction, 2x minus 5. So what I will do, I will multiply with this in the denominator as well as in the numerator. Okay students, now the second one, plus here in the second fraction we have 3x, use the brackets, and in the denominator we have x minus 5. What I will do, I will multiply with this in the denominator as well as in the numerator. Okay students, now you can observe denominator is same. Now the denominator is same. So once we have the same denominator, this same denominator is LCM. I will put this huge big line, and this, so I have the denominator is same, so I will write this denominator here, 2x minus 5 and x minus 1. So this is LCM. So now I will expand this x square and multiply with this minus x, and here I will multiply with this 3x plus 3x with this whole, which is 2x minus 5, and then I will multiply plus 2 again with this whole, 2x minus 5. Okay, now I will expand x square minus x, here it is plus 6x square, multiplying with this 6x square, and then multiply with this minus 15x, no, 2 into 2, 4x, and 2 into minus 5, minus 10, and LCM is the same LCM. Now I will do simplification at the top. It is 6x square or 1x square. It is 7x. Let me write here 7x square, and 15 and 4 is minus 11, and this minus 12. Minus 12x, and minus 10, here minus 10, minus 10. And we have the same denominator. Okay. let's check whether this numerator can further be factorized or not. So we have to check. So what we do here, we multiply this 10 with this 7. So we have 70 now. So let's find the factor of 70. 1 into 70, 2 into 35, and 4, 4, 4, 4. No, 5. 5 ones and okay. Then no, 7 tens, 70. Okay, these are the factors. Okay, so we have to pick so that if we minus, the answer should be 12. So minus and 12. Is there any factor? If we do minus and we get 12 here, no. No. So we can't further factorize this. So this is the final answer. 7x squared minus 12x minus 10 over 2x minus 5 and x minus 1. 4 marks. This is question paper 4, variant 2, May-June 2017. Factorize. And we have to factorize. This is expression. This is quadratic expression because the power is 2. This is quadratic expression. It is not equation. If we put equal to 0, this will become quadratic equation. So right now we have to factorize. To factorize, here the coefficient of x squared is 1. We multiply this 5 with this 1. We have 5. So let's find the pair of factors. 1 times 5 is 5. Only 1. So we will use this one. So if we minus, the answer should be 4. So either we have to take 1 minus 5 or 5 minus 1. Which one we should consider? Because we know plus 4, so I will prefer this one, 5 minus 1. So it is x squared plus 5x minus 1x minus 5. From this, x is common, x plus 5, and from here minus 1 is common, x plus 5. When you take minus common, so the sign changes inside the bracket. So x plus 5 and x plus 5, it is common, and here x left, here minus 1 left. So this is factorization. X plus 5, one factor, and the second factor is x minus 1. 2 marks. In the next part, we have to solve the equation. Solve the equation. So this is equation because there is an equal sign. It is equation. So but in the left hand side, we have 2 fractions. We have to make these 2 fractions as a single fraction first. So okay, let me do how to convert into single fraction. To convert 2 fractions into a single, the denominator must be same, but here we have not the same denominator. So what I will do, the first fraction, which is x 5 over x, I will multiply and divide by x plus 1. So I will multiply x plus 1 here and x plus 1 here. And in the next fraction, second fraction, which is 8 over x plus 1, with this fraction I will multiply with x in the denominator and x in the numerator. It is equal to 1. So now you can observe both the denominator have the same. Both denominators are same. So when denominator are same, that same denominator is now LCM. X into x plus 1. And now expand this 5x and multiply with this plus 5. And I will expand, this is only minus 8x is equal to 1. Let me write 1 over 1. So this 5x and this 8x minus 3x plus 5, and in the denominator it is x into x plus 1 and 1 over 1. Now we have single fraction on left hand side, single fraction on right hand side. When we have a single fraction on both sides of the equal sign, cross multiply. So I will multiply this one with this. It will be minus 3x plus 5, and I will multiply this with this one. So it will be x into x plus 1. Now I will expand this as well. It is x square. I will multiply with this. It is plus x equal to minus 3x plus 5. Student, here we have the highest power, x square. It is quadratic equation. So I will bring everything on the other side. I will bring this minus 3 on here. It will become plus 3. And this plus 5 on the here, it will become minus 5. And now we have 0 on left hand side. So in quadratic equation, one side must be 0. So just do simplification here. Or it will be x square plus 4x minus 5 equal to 0. Now this is quadratic equation. A student, always be careful, be vigilant. If you compare this quadratic equation, the left side of this quadratic equation with the last step, last question, last part of the question, here you can observe here x square, it is exactly same. It is exactly same. X square plus 4x minus 5, and the factors of this was this one, x plus 5 minus x plus x minus 1. So I will use factorization method here. Okay students, so be careful. So don't do extra step. If a student does not observe this, they may use quadratic formula. They may get the correct answer, but the method will be very lengthy one, and they spend a lot of time over it. Be careful. So I will use factorization method, which we have used in the last method. So its factorization will be x plus 5 into x minus 1. How smart we are. Okay. So then this is x plus 5 equal to 0, or this x minus 1 equal to 0. From here x is minus 5, and from here x is plus 1. So we have two solutions. Quadratic equation always have two solutions. So x minus 5, one solution, x is equal to 1 second, so 4 bars. So we have done that. This is question paper 4, variant 1, May, June 2017. Expand the brackets and simplify. So it's not difficult question. So what we do here, we will multiply this 4 with here. It is 8x, 4 with this as well, 20, 5 4 the 20, minus 5 with this, minus 15x, minus 5 with this, minus 7, minus plus 35. So we have minus 15 and this, so it will be minus 7, and this plus 20 and plus 35 plus 55. The final answer is, you can write it as well like this, 55 minus 7x. Now here we have to expand and simplify. So either you can use here identity, you can also solve like this. It is square, whole square, x minus 7 times x minus 7. Okay, so I will use this x and multiply with this whole x minus 7. Okay, and then I will use this minus 7 and multiply with this whole x minus 7. Now I will expand. It will be x square multiply with this minus 7x. Now I will multiply minus this minus 7x. I will multiply with this minus minus plus 49. Okay, so it is x square minus 7x minus minus 14x plus 49. So this is our final answer. Two marks. Next is solve. Solve means there is equation. It is equation because there is equal sign. It is equation. So, but here we have two fractions on left hand side. Let me write 5 over 1. So we have two fractions on this side. To make them single fraction first. So once we have a single fraction on both sides, let me put 1 here. Then we use cross multiply. But right now we don't use cross multiply because we have two fractions. So what we do here, we will multiply. We have 1 here. I will multiply 1 with here and 1 with here. Now I have 3 here. I will multiply 3 here and 3 in the numerator. So it will become 2x over 3 plus 15 over 3. Now the denominator is same. When the denominator is same, that same denominator is LCM. 3. So it is 2x plus 15 and it is minus 7 over 1. Now we have single fraction on left hand side and single on the right. So I will multiply this 1 with this. It will be 2x plus 15 and 3 with minus 7. So minus 21. Here the power of x is 1. So this is linear equation. In linear equation, we bring x on one side and we bring constant on the other side. Minus 21 minus 15. So it is minus 36. So this 2 will come in the denominator. Minus 18. So x is minus 18. Next we have again equation. We have another equation. So it is 4x plus 9. What we do here, we will expand, multiply with this 6x and we expand minus 21. This is again power 1, x power 1, x power 1. This is a linear equation. So in linear equation, we bring x on one side, 4x minus 6x, and we bring constants on the other sides, minus 21, minus 9. So it is minus 2x. Here we have minus 30. So here, this is in the, it will become in the denominator, minus 2. So minus minus cancel, plus 15. So x is 15. Okay, this is another equation because we have again equal sign. But right now we have highest power 2. This is quadratic equation. Quadratic equation. So in quadratic equation, one side must be 0. So we will bring this 74 on the other side. Okay. So it is 3x square minus 1 minus 74 equal to 0. So it is minus 75 and 3x square. So we have a different method to solve this equation. So let me take 3 common. 3 common. X square 25 equal to 0. So 3, I will use the identity. This identity, a square minus b square is equal to a minus b times a plus b. Okay, so it is square of x. It is square of 5. So equal to 0. So it means square square cancel. It is x minus 5 times x plus 5 equal to 0. So here 3 cannot be equal to 0. So we will ignore this. So then x minus 5 equal to 0 or x plus 5 equal to 0. From here the answer is x is equal to plus 5, and here we have x is equal to minus 5. We have two solutions. Quadratic equation always have two solutions. So 5 plus 5 and minus 5. The second method is that because we have x square but there is no x term here, so 3x square, I will bring this minus 1. When we have, it will become 74 plus 1, which is 75. So 3x square is equal to 75. So I will divide with this 3, 75 over 3. Yes, so I will take now x square is 25. So I will take square root on both sides. And student, we know that when we take square root of a number, there's a plus minus sign. Square cancel with square root, x is plus minus 5. So we have one answer plus 5 and second answer minus 5. So we have two methods, whichever you like. This is paper 4, variant 3, November 2016. We have to solve this equation because there is an equal sign, and this equation is basically a rational equation. Rational means there is fractions. When there are fractions, we have to observe. So we should have a single fraction on left hand side and single on the right hand side. Right now we have a single fraction on the right hand side, but we have two fractions on left hand side. Two fractions. So what we have to do, we have to make these two fractions into a single fraction. To make these two fractions into a single fraction, these two, their denominator must be same. So what I will do here, I will multiply this first fraction, which is 2 over x plus 3. What I will do, I will multiply this 12 in the denominator as well as in the numerator. With the second, which is 1 over 12, I will multiply this with x plus 3 in the denominator as well as in the numerator. Okay, and the right side will remain same. Now you can observe that denominators are same in both the fractions. So when the denominators are same, that same denominator is LCM. 12 times x plus 3. Now I will expand it, 24 plus x plus 3. Here x, and this 24 and 3 is 27. And 12 into x plus 3 is equal to 3 over 2x plus minus 1. Now we have single fraction on both sides, so I will multiply this with this. It will be x plus 27 times 2x minus 1. Okay, now I will multiply this with this, which is 3 multiplied by 12 into x plus 3. Okay, now we expand this. I will multiply with this x with this whole factor and plus 27 with this whole factor. Okay, and here it is 36 x plus 3. Okay, now expand this, multiply with this, it is 6x square, multiply with this, minus x, multiply with this, 54x multiply with this minus 27, and now 36 into x, 36x, and plus 108 when we multiply this with this. Now here we have highest power x squared. This is quadratic equation. So in quadratic equation, let me do first simplification. It is minus 53x minus 27. In quadratic equation, we should bring everything on one side. So I will bring over here. It is minus 36x minus 108. And in quadratic equation, one side must be 0. One side must be 0. So here we have 6x squared minus 53x and this. So minus minus, and it is 89 x, and this minus 27, and so it is minus 28 and 36, 136 equal to 0. Now this is quadratic equation, so we can observe that there is no such expression in the last part of this question. So now we have, the option is open, whatever method we should use here. Either use completing square or quadratic formula. And there are 7 marks for this question. Okay, so let me use quadratic formula now. Here we have x. So the quadratic formula is x is equal to minus b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. Here a is this 6, b is minus 89, and c is minus 36. C is minus 136. Okay, I did one mistake. Minus 27 and minus 108 is 135. So this is 135. Now I will plug these values in this formula. So x will be minus b, which is minus 89, and plus minus b square minus 89 square minus 4, a is 6, and c is minus 135 over 2a. 2 and a is 6. Minus minus plus 9. No, sorry, it is 89 plus 89 plus minus square root. So 89 is, let me check from the calculator, 89 square 7921, and here minus, and now this one, it is minus 4. Let me clear screen. Minus 4. Let me check it again. Minus 4 into 6 into minus, let me do it again because this is very different calculator. So minus 4 multiply 6, the answer is minus 24, and multiply this minus minus will become plus. So multiply 135, it is plus 3240 because minus and this minus plus, so plus 3240. And there is 12. Now here in the under root, let me clear the screen now. So this is 7921 plus 3240. So it is 11161. So 89 11161 over 12. So let me take the square root of this. Is there square root here? So if we take square root, so the answer is 105.6465. So it is 105.65. Okay, plus minus 89 over 2. Now we have two solutions because there is a plus minus sign. So what I will do, 89 minus 105.65 over 12, and the second is 89 plus 105.65 over 12. Okay, so let's do one by one using the calculator. So the simplified, we have to give the answer into three significant figures. The answer is minus 1.39, and here it is 16.2. 7 marks. And now this is paper 4 variant 3, October November 2016. Solve. This is equation, and this equation has x power 1 and here x power 1. So this is linear equation. In linear equation we bring x on one side, 8x, and this is plus 4x, and we bring constants on the other sides. It is 22 plus 5. So 22 plus 5. So it is 27. Here it is 12x. So x will be 27 over 12. So convert it into a mixed fraction. 12 to the 24. 3 over 12. So this can further be simplified. 3 ones are. So it is 2 times 1 over 4. Now we have inequality. Solve. We have to solve inequality. And this is here x power 1, x power 1. So this is linear inequality. So I will bring this over here. X will be on one side, equal to 14. It is 4x greater than equal to 14, and x is greater than equal to 14 over 4. So it is 2 2s are 4 and 2 7s are. So let me convert into a mixed fraction. Sorry, 2 3s are 6 and 1 over 2. So x is greater than equal to 3 into 1 over 2, which is x is greater than equal to 3.5 as well. The next, and this is quadratic expression because the highest power is 2. So we have to factorize. So the coefficient of this is 1. So I will multiply this 21 with this one, 21. So factors are 21 times 1 is 21, 3 times 7 is 21. So these are the factors. I will pick that which pair is, so doing minus I should have 4. So this is the right one then. So now I have to decide 7 minus 3 or 3 minus 7. 7 minus 3 is plus 4 and 3 minus 7 is minus 4. So I would like minus 4. So this is the correct form. So it will be x square plus 3x minus 7x minus 21. And from here we have common x plus 3. And here we have minus 7 common, x plus 3. So x plus 3 common. And we left x here and minus 7 here. So this is the factorization. And now here we have to expand. Expand means multiply. So I will multiply this 3x with this whole factor, which is 4x plus 3y. And then I will multiply minus 2y with this whole 4x plus 3y. So with this 12x square, and with this 9xy, now this 8xy, and with this y square. 12x square, and here it is xy minus 6y square. So we have expanded this. Please don't do factorization again. So this is 12x square plus xy minus 6y square. This is paper 4 variant 2 and November 2016. Here we have equation here. And what we have to do, we have to find the value of y when x is minus 6. Here the value of x is given. So what we do here, we will substitute, we will put this x minus 6 in the equation. Here in this equation. So it will be y is equal to 3. Whenever you put value, use bracket. Plus 2. Okay. So it is 3 ones are and 3 twos are. So it is 1 over minus 2 plus 2. Now we have, it is minus 1 over 2 and plus 2. You can put 1 here. We have two fractions, 1 and the second. The denominator must be same. So what we do, we multiply this 1 here as well as here, and we multiply with this 2 here and here. So it will be y is equal to minus 1 over 2 plus 4 over 2. Here the denominators are same, so this same denominator is the LCM. We have minus 1 here and plus 4 here. So it is minus 3 over 2. In the mixed fraction form, it is 1 into 1 over 2. In the next part, find x in terms of y. X in terms of y. X in terms of y. So it means x should be the subject. So, but here in this equation, we have y the subject. We have to make x the subject. So bring this 3 on other side. It is y minus 3 is equal to 3 over x put this into bracket and put 1 under this. Do cross multiply. You can do cross multiply as well as you can do this step as well. Just switch. Take the reciprocal. So here this side will become 1 over y plus 3, y minus 3 is equal to, and this side will become x over 3. Okay, just bring this 3 here. It will become 3 over y minus 3 is equal to x. Now x is alone, so x is the subject now. Therefore x is 3 over y minus 3. Here x is the subject now.